how y'all doing? It's Joanna here with another video with Los Angeles, right? Got to do them because they just won their first chip in forever. So yeah, right? Be like, gotta do them, you know. But also do my version of them because I don't really do you know good teams or teams that have a lot of success. You know. I don't know
Oh,
why.
one.
I gotta start getting some good moves. Doing some of that. But they're kind of in fourth place in this game. So yeah, just been having a really tough day on for this Thursday. Today's actually not that day, but what you gonna do? It's like I I always kind of laugh. I always say like it's Thursday, and I'm like, yo, I feel like a fly on the wall would tell me like, bro, it's not that day. And I'm like, yeah, because I record a few days ahead of time. But I was
Oh,
just
one
getting a
for
little
count.
antsy, and I don't really know. It was like one of those things. I was like, I want to call and do different things, but it's cold out there today. It is
Throw
not
the ball. Two strikes.
it's not totally cold, but it's wet. So it's like crap. It's raining outside. I'm like, let's just do this, get it over with. You know, and yeah, wanted to do it, and I'm gonna do it. Like my friends, like some people just literally like don't really get it. And to be honest with you, I do this. Wait, I do this enough. Like I probably could take a day off if I wanted to, if the situation warranted it. Because again, I'm not reliant on this for money or anything, just yet. So,
Hey.
uh, but yeah, this Thursday video is gonna be interesting. Coming up
Ball.
a day late. Yeah, I can't believe the Dodgers won it. It just feels weird. I was rooting for Tampa Bay because Tampa Bay is smaller market. Like it was. I was thinking about it earlier.
You're out.
It was a series you couldn't really go wrong with the Dodgers winning or Tampa Bay winning. Both teams were not bad. Like I mean, if you wanted the Dodgers to win, like for example, you had the
Nope.
storyline of like you know of the Dodgers not winning since 1988. At that point, um, if you wanted the Rays to win, like me, you were rooting more for the small market. You know, which I've always kind of, I'm amazed that they're almost always in contention. You know, for a lot of things, and yeah, that was good. Uh, yeah, it was a good. I mean, 6 games is nothing to sneeze at, but you know,
Hey.
they really. I would have, to be honest with you, if I was a gambling person, I still would have probably bet on the Dodgers because you got to look at like the markets and the way
Ball.
those
That's
teams are
out.
run. You got to bet on the Dodgers. So I wasn't surprised that they won, but I wasn't surprised that Tampa Bay was good either. To get to 6 games is pretty damn good. Their offense was not that good, but you know what I mean. It's like it was a decent series. It wasn't like a 5 game or a four sweep, or something like that. 5 game or 4 game sweep. Got to give them the credit. Got to give them Tampa Bay a little bit of credit. They did much better than the last time they were in the World Series, where they didn't stink, but Philadelphia was like Tampa Bay versus the Phillies back then was like it wasn't that close. It was like one of those things where all the games were kind of like lopsided against for Philly, but this time against the Dodgers, they actually proved that they had a much better pitching staff. The games weren't blowouts. Again, you can't be honest with you, Tampa Bay's offense went to shit, but hey, they made it a better series. It wasn't just, it wasn't like the last time. Not that I don't think any players like I'm almost 90%, 99.999% sure that all the players from
0-2.
2008 are gone from that team because that's sports. You don't usually have continuity like that anymore. But yeah, I
One
mean,
ball, two strikes, the count.
because like the weird thing is, like, I was born in '93. For a lot of my life, they were a joke. Like about like for a lot of my early years, they were like the worst team in baseball, bar none, because they couldn't even get that far. But now they're like, now they're like, you know, they're good at competing. I wouldn't say they figured out the small market thing because that's tough to like analyze and say, oh, there's a foolproof way of competing with
0-1.
a small market. No, I would say that the Rays have figured out like, okay, how do we do certain things, but how to compete a little bit. They still haven't won a championship, but look at other teams. Like, man, like look at teams that have to like deal with the same thing as the Rays do. They're not as consistent. The Rays at least have that. You know. And I got to give props to the Dodgers, like, because it's one thing to say, like, just
0-1's
because
the
I
count.
turn off the budgets in franchise mode here, I can tell you from that experience alone, that does not mean you get to buy a championship. You know what I mean? You could spend a lot of money and, and put yourself in a lot of bad situations just by doing that, Just by being like, oh, I'm Los Angeles, I can spend whatever I want.
Out.
Yeah, it's weird because, like, one of those things. I don't know. I like the Dodgers. I like the Rays, but I was thinking about it. This was one of those rare World Series where you really had two good, interesting
Nope, that's a
storylines.
ball.
You had the Rays,
Ball one,
being
no
a
strike.
small market, and then you had the Dodgers being like, we got to get a new championship in here. And to be honest with you, both teams were kind of deserved it, but again, the Rays kind of just shot themselves in the foot way too much. You know, weird. I feel good. I feel good about that series because like sometimes the series isn't that good and you're just like,
That's a ball.
oh, you know.
I got the
I
count.
mean,
Two
this
and two.
wasn't all-time classic like the Dodgers and the Astros a few years ago, but because that was classic. Or the Nationals and the Astros again, classic. But yeah, I felt the series that it was good. It was not bad. It's just that when you get people that all the stuff that did happen and didn't happen and like how come? God, I don't need to deal with her right now. My mom's texting me. Um,
Hey.
like,
0-1.
I freaking hate this. What did I text her? I didn't text her that much. I literally didn't see the text she sent me last night. I was supposed to have a
Out.
doctor's appointment yesterday, but I rescheduled it because couldn't be in my apartment, and then it became like it was nuts, man.
Hey.
I tried to reschedule it early as possible, like, and they said November 12th, and that's 2 weeks from today. So, yeah, I tried. I'm not. I don't get it.
The
It's
count
all about
is
the
1 and
questions you
2.
ask, and it's like, are you kidding me? Like, that's what they said was available. You know? And I mean, that's not good either, right? A double into the alley. I mean, that's a deep outfield, but,
No, he's in there safe.
it's like, place. I hate giving up leads. Never mind, we got 2 outs. We got a chance to get out of this. Right? I was like, damn it, there's nobody. Oh, there's 2 out. That's good, but it's like fucking annoying. You
Too
know?
high. Ball.
Oh, it's fucking insane. I was scheduled it because I would have been up at the mall, like, you know, not like, to
Ball.
be
That
honest
brings
with
it
you,
out.
if it was urgent, like, and I had to take a phone call from the doctor at the mall, I probably would have, and I'm probably just gonna go lose my mind here You know, with that double, I was gonna say single. What am I talking about? Single? No, it's a double. And I can't. Another thing is I'm like laughing at myself. Like, oh, just you're already like 10 minutes in.
Got it.
Doesn't matter. You know, it's like fucking done. I can't really handle it right now. And I'm like laughing. I'm like, because part of me is like, when I mean handle it, I could totally just play this game and text her, but she's not. She doesn't understand. I'm like just busy right now, and for like 5 more minutes or whatever more minutes I got, you know. I hate that. I really
Go
hate
to the
that.
count.
Like, because last night was weird, and right now my body's telling me something. I don't really know what it's telling me, to be honest. Like, it's like one of those things. Oh, I'm hungry. Dude, we just had pancakes. You know. Oh, I'm like thirsty. I just finished off 2 liters of water. Okay, so not thirsty, not hungry. You know, but it is like, why do I feel like a freaking ball of cotton is stuck in my head, you know? Could be because of my mom, to be honest with you. I wasn't feeling like this a little earlier. And I mean, it could be again because I lost the lead, gave up the lead or
He's
whatever,
out.
but yeah. Again, normally I would, if it was just like not, you know, if it was one of those things where I'm doing like a solo run, not recording, yes, I would totally, you know, totally
Out.
do that, but, you know, just stop and, I'm trying to hold back, you know, that anger. You know, like, because there's certain things I want to say, but certain things you can't really say, and then it's like, crap, you know?
Yep, that ball went out.
Oh, I'm so mad. Especially because that, like, one run, this is not an
That's a
offensive
ball.
team.
2-0.
You know, so it's like, great, let's just give up all these runs, you know? Like, I mean, come on, I need a fucking...
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Like, how many... Like, giving up one run is not giving up a fucking home run. Are you kidding me? Like, that pisses me off so fucking much when they do that. Oh. You know, I'm like... Oh, man. Oh, crap. I'm like, looking at my phone, I'm like, this is crazy.
He's out.
Oh. Ridiculous. Every fucking day I deal with... It's not even like dealing with bullshit. It's like dealing with the, you know...
Ball. Down.
Every day. This just gotta be the dumbest game ever. Oh, crap. I mean, like, I'm pissed. I'm pissed because I'm like, you know, like,
Ball.
you know... I'm mad. I'm... Oh, man. I'm at the verge of just like pausing it because there's like, what, how many seconds left? You know? Right? Right. You know, right? Oh, come on. I'm pissed at that. Well, it's okay. Oh, so mad. I'm such an asshole, I guess, but like, it's like, I mean, come
0-1's
on.
the count.
Like, such an asshole. I'm being kind of a real prick, I guess you could say, as we hit the minimum, and this might be one of those ones where I just give up on the middle of something, right? Be
Oh,
like,
that's
yep,
cool.
because I'm not in the mood to say, like, usually I try to go to the end of an inning, but it is like one of those things when you're like getting so mad, you're like, oh, come on, you know? That's okay. It's not, I'm like, did I just say something? And then I'm like, no, I didn't. Okay, so let's go. Never mind. I guess that ends the video because nice things float by to me, you know? Thank you, San Diego studio. Thank you. Bye.